Welcome to the Bite-Sized Brilliance Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. April Darley, and I want to tell you about this crazy thing that happened to me this week. So, I recently accepted a connection request on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn likes to send you these emails about, hey, so and so, you might know them, go connect with them, or hey, one of your connections has made this post, go check it out. So, I opened one of those emails and they were recommending a new connections post, as they do. And the little snippet they included on the post looked really great. It was all about neuroscience. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go check this out. I opened up their profile, and the post was really good, but it was also clearly written by ChatGPT. Now, if you write a lot with ChatGPT, you're a business owner, you're in marketing, then there are certain tells that you can tell it's done by ChatGPT. The M dash or the certain language like, "It's not this, period. It's this," or "Here's the truth." And when you see those things, it's like a dead giveaway that this was completely written by ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT and any AI, they have certainly been trained on marketing models, and they know how to manipulate you. And for lack of a better word, they know the marketing tactics that we fall for in a neuroscience way. They know how to access our subconscious. Social media was designed the same way. There are certain marketing principles that really hit you hard as a human, and you don't even know it because it's all subconsciously done. And if you haven't studied marketing or you don't know about the shadiness that is in things like NLP, it's like everything. It's a tool. It can be used for good or it can be used for evil. Some people can really take it to the dark side on that. I was like, okay, this post written by ChatGPT, the photo, because algorithms, as we know, love photos. The professional headshot photo was also completely AI generated. I was like, weird. Okay. So I kept scrolling, post after post after post. Look, the posts were great. They had a lot of engagement. Every single photo, all these professional headshots and all these different locations, like maybe it's a white shirt next to an ocean or in the boardroom, but they were all clearly AI fakes. Now, sometimes it's really hard to tell what's AI and what's real, but these were clearly done by AI. If you ever tried to even dabble doing AI yourself, these were clearly done. So that led me to this point of this is the first time where there is a business connection that I can't tell if this person is real or a fake because it was a new person to me. And at that point, I wasn't aware if we had mutual connections. I really didn't pay attention. I just liked the person's field that they were in. They were in a neuroscience related field. I'm like, great, I'm going to make a connection here. So I scrolled down about 20 to 30 posts, and they were all AI generated, all had the classic chat GPT tells. Every single one had an AI generated pic. And that really got me thinking, you can't believe your eyes anymore. You can't believe the information anymore. So what do you do? And what does that say about you as a person if every single post and photo is fake? And maybe you have a different opinion about this, but I wrote an entire post on it on LinkedIn, on social media, because I was like, woo, this is crazy. Because I couldn't tell if this person's post was actually their original thought, or if they just said, "Hey, ChatGPT, give me some catchy post about fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and generate a photo. Let's put it on LinkedIn." So I don't know how much of this was totally ChatGPT created and how much of it was this person's input. Now, it's true, she could have created a customized GPT that speaks like her, that's been trained on her original content, but I don't know that. And I'm also savvy enough to go, your picture's fake and your content has been written by ChatGPT. So where does that leave me? It leaves me with a lack of trust. And if I were going to hire this person, I can't be sure that they even know anything. It's crazy. And it's bleeding out into a lot of different fields. And I've even heard about it in the medical field where the doctor's like, hold on, I need to go ask ChatGPT. It's like, what? All right. As a doctor myself, I can tell you, yes, we look things up. I mean, we have to learn so many things that, yeah, we have to go run the differential diagnosis through different programs to let us know, are we missing anything? What else could this symptom be? Because we're trying to get it right. But if the doctor straight up tells you, I'm sorry, I need to go ask Chat GPT, you're doing something called cognitive outsourcing. You are basically making yourself powerless to use your own brain power. It's like you don't trust your brain to come up with the answer. And there are some people out there that are going to be like, who cares if ChatGPT writes all your posts because I'm getting what I want. I'm getting sales, I'm getting engagement, I'm getting the traction, I'm getting the leads. But I'll tell you who's going to care. The people who care will be the people who have values, ethics, they have authority and integrity as part of their value system. And that may sound silly to some people, but it is really important because if you know I'm a real person, and it's like, yes, I'm a real person, then I have knowledge to back up what I'm saying to you. And that creates a bond, it creates trust. But if I were a stranger to you and all of my posts have AI created photos, and all of the posts are AI created, and you can tell they're AI created, where does that leave you? You either have to go out on a limb and trust that I know what I'm doing, and that could be a lot of time and a lot of money to get some really bad advice. And a lot of people got burned doing that from like 2020 to 2022 because COVID kind of popped up overnight experts. And anybody was calling themselves an expert and they didn't have the authority to back it up. So because of that period, we're in what marketers call a trust recession. And when I see accounts like this one, that every single photo was fake, every single post was AI generated, I don't know what this person knows. So I am not likely to hire them based off this. And I got curious. I'm like, is this person even a real person? Because at this point, I didn't know. So I took a deep dive and I found other social accounts where they had candid photos and discovered that we did have mutual connections and that this person had worked with some of my mutual connections. So I was able to verify that this person is a real person, but I shouldn't have to go into super sleuth mode to figure out if you're real or not. That should be readily apparent. And even if ChatGPT is writing some of your content, change it, take the tells out. Because if you're not doing that, that's like lazy marketing. I mean, come on. We're trying to build trust with each other here. And this may also be an unpopular opinion when it comes to AI generated photos, because I have seen some coaches using them in a very, what I believe to be an unethical way, because they are creating themselves with these backgrounds of luxury, or that they've traveled to the pyramids of Egypt or whatever, and they're trying to sell you on their Egyptian tour. And I know darn well they don't have any of those things because I know them outside of what their social post was. And I know them from different groups, and I know they haven't done any of those things. So there's one way to use an AI photo. If you're going to use it for idealism, if you want to use it for your personal vision board and put yourself in Egypt, go for it. But if you are trying to tell people you're an expert at Egyptian travel, look at me in front of the pyramids, and you really haven't been there, then that's a lie. Where do we draw the line between idealism or fantasy and a straight up lie? So I'm all for fantasy photos if they are fantasy photos. Like, you are putting a crown on your head or angel wings on, where the people can clearly tell, right, you don't have these things. You're not the queen of Egypt right now, and you don't have, butterfly wings or unicorn wings on your back. We can clearly tell that's fantasy or idealism. But when you are putting yourself in luxury hotel backgrounds or XYZ, then there are people who want to be like you. You're somebody's role model. I guarantee you, if you're listening to this, I don't care what job you're doing right now, you are definitely somebody's role model. Whether it's a coworker, your child, a friend, you are somebody's role model. And somebody's paying attention to what you're doing. And they're putting these pieces together. And if you are representing yourself in a way that's not really authentic, you're going to get caught out eventually. I work with a lot of intuitive clients, and they can tell when somebody's full of it. I mean, maybe not at first. We've all gotten suckered in by the dream. I mean, if somebody says, I can show you how to make $100,000 months, we see these stars in our eyes and like, yes, please do it. You've got the secret. So we might get suckered in by these super slick subconscious marketing techniques, but then we fall into that trust recession where they didn't have the chops to back it up. The human connection, the human element is going to be way more important than the AI fantasy element. And if you are a business owner, you're thinking about doing a business, don't put all AI photos on your pages. Like, please don't. Don't put all AI written posts on your pages, because there's people like me out there that will not trust you. And you might have really great things to say, but we are afraid that you don't. So be you. That's where the gold is. In this age of AI, your humanity is what sets you apart. Your human creativity is what sets you apart. Don't cognitive outsource to AI because you're selling yourself short. And I don't want you to do that, my friends. I don't want you to get taken advantage of, to be suckered, or to devalue yourself and your humanity in any way, because you're amazing. And there's people out there who are going to be a great fit to connect with you. So let them see how human you are. It's okay to do some posts and pictures with fantasy because we all like to be entertained, but don't let people believe a lie. Don't act out of integrity. And trust your own intuition. If there's someone that you suspect, I can't tell if this is real, listen to that. I mean, you have intuition as a survival instinct. It's not woo-woo. That is what's going to keep you alive, and we all have it. And it can be developed. So what I teach some of my clients is a discernment, because there are times when you need to be on point. You want your survival brain to take over. And it can be helpful. And there are other times where it can be harmful because it doesn't need to be active, and we just need to calm that piece of you down. The goal isn't about suppressing anything, but it's about discernment and learning how to surf the waves of your nervous system, learning how to surf the waves of the information that's coming at you to design a life that's going to work best for you. And this is what I do in my Bespoke Brain System. It's a private one-to-one coaching program. And I connect with you as a person. And no one sees the world like you do. You have a completely unique brain, and your life experience is completely unique. I spend a lot of time understanding you, understanding what makes you tick. And one of my gifts is connection. I'm able to take the stories that you tell me and point out the helpful and harmful things about that. And that's how we build rapport and resilience with each other. This isn't about suppressing, it's about releasing, but also reframing and becoming a stabilized, best version of yourself without the highs, without the lows. The middle way is where the goodness is, my friends. So if you would like to learn more about how to stabilize your own self with real authentic connection with a real human, then go to aprildarley.com. You can schedule a free phone consultation with me. Costs you nothing but time. And you'll learn how your unique experience can be used for your benefit and how your brain is your best competitive advantage. And you get plenty of one-on-one time. My Bespoke Brain package, it's a 12-week course, one-to-one. I'm going to show you how to use opportunities that are there for you, how to see them, how to use them, and how to let go of the stuff that's been standing in the way of designing the life that you want. If that sounds great and you are all about some high-touch human connections, then schedule that consultation with me. Until next week, my friends, be you, be authentic, live with ethics and integrity. You are unique, and you deserve to have people in your life who are just as unique and connected as you are. Don't be afraid to be human. I'll see you next week, my friends.